Welcome back to this segment of Chamber Exchange, the TV shows, brought to you by St. Vincent Hospital and Bank Hometown. Pleased to have with us in this segment Kevin Breen, who's the head of school at Worcester Academy. Kevin, welcome.
Thank you, Tim.
We just had Dean Stamoulis on from Garden Fresh, and he's celebrating a 25-year anniversary. Worcester Academy, looking at the notes, 191 years.
We're inching up towards the bicentennial.
Yeah. Pretty impressive legacy. In the Chamber this year, we're celebrating our 150th, so you got us beat by 41 years anyway.
I think we're the oldest academic institution in the city.
That's great, and I want to talk a little bit about that. But initially, kind of exciting ribbon cutting recently took place at Worcester Academy, and in our first segment, referenced the old St. Vincent Hospital site when it was up on Vernon Hill, and Worcester Academy has replaced that kind of institution, which relocated downtown, with a great new facility and outdoor kind of field. Maybe you could talk about that.
Yeah. Well, when I first applied for this position, I was really impressed to hear that the trustees back at 25 years ago had the foresight to purchase this property. A lot of urban schools lack property, so this was an opportunity for us. And then, fortunately, we had some donors come along in our alumni base and who credited their success in life to their 1 or 2 years at Worcester Academy. Ron Capizzoli from the class of '49 made an early gift that allowed us to build out this vision. And it was just a privilege and an honor to execute something that we had wanted to do for some time.
Yeah, and it's not just a building. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make the ribbon cutting, but you were kind enough in your team to invite me up for a tour with one of your trustees, and 70,000 plus square foot facility, great basketball gym that can be used for volleyball and a number of other things, community room, weight room, locker rooms, and a place as well that I think you can host events and things. So kind of what's the vision and the programming of the facility?
Well, it's important for us to maintain a public purpose. You know, like Holy Cross and Clark, we've always wanted to make sure that we are good tenants of the neighborhood, in this case Union Hill and Vernon Hill. And so, it is to serve our athletic program, and we've got a very high level teams. Nearly 50 of our students per year graduate and go on to play college sports. So it's first and foremost an athletic facility. It's also a wellness facility for our faculty. It is a 6,000 square foot fitness room that overlooks a turf field. And that is the most popular spot on campus right now. The Allen Vernon Community Room
is not just for the athletes; it's for all the students.
That's right, for all the students, the faculty alike. And the Allen Vernon Community Room, which is off the front lobby, is a space we designed thinking that we would want to be good community partners. So that's open to other not-for-profits. We've had the principals come through, the Worcester school principals came through for a meeting there as well, and that is available for public use. But it's really important for us. We wanted not just the building, but we wanted a beautiful front door. And so we've done a lot of landscaping on the old St. V's campus. Redid the parking lot across the street, which was a bit of a blight, and now it's a beautiful parking space. And so when you're coming off of 146 or up from Kelly Square, you're now greeted to Worcester Academy and to the Union Hill neighborhood by really a gorgeous campus that we call New Balance Performance Park.
Yeah, and you know, you hit the nail on the head. I mean, it's not walled off. I mean, it is a outward facing, integrated with the neighborhood and the Union Hill, Vernon Hill neighborhoods right there in Providence and Winthrop. You know, Girls Inc., soon to be the old St. Vincent Nursing School being, redeveloped into senior housing. So really kind of a key kind of intersection in Worcester. You've created a signature building. Yes, and
we're very pleased that it's not just our space. Community sports clubs can rent it. It's also, when it's not being rented, it's not, as you mentioned, the turf field itself is not fenced off. The Union Hill School uses it for sports and for recess, and we want to continue to make sure that our public purpose is known across the city.
Yeah, and you mentioned the alum that helped facilitate this, a $20 million gift from Mr. Capizzoli.
Yes, Ron Capizzoli.
Yeah.
He passed in December of this year, and he so wanted to see his building. But his son and his grandson also attended Worcester Academy, and they were there to cut the ribbon, and it was a very special moment.
I bet. And then there's a little room with some the Sadowski room, I understand, or we had a
Yes.
chance to visit with some of the kind of trophies and history of Worcester Academy athletics.
Yeah, we wanted a bit of a VIP space, a varsity club type space, something that also harkened back to the beautiful historic buildings we have on the main campus. And Ken Sadowski, also an alum who's had some success in the beverage industry, he stepped forward to name that space.
Yeah. His mom was the first female chair of the Worcester Chamber Board, so we know the Sadowski family well, and they continue to give back and play a role in the community, and I know with Worcester Academy. But with the facility right now, obviously a big piece of programming and events. How many different athletic programs does Worcester Academy have? And just overall, kind of what's the next step and plan?
Right. We have nearly 30 athletic teams and growing, and the expanded gymnasium space allows us to meet the need for more basketball teams. But we have a beautiful 6-lane pool as well, and a real surprise has been
in the new facility.
In the new facility,
Yeah.
There's a lot of swimmers in Worcester, and I think there's a real need for an additional pool. So that is we believe we'll grow our swim programs as well, and it's custom designed. A company called Stanmar out of Wayland, and Demilla Schaefer, the architect, sat with us for over a year. And we talked about the size of each program, the number of students, how we wanted to get students through the building and back onto campus for dinner and homework. So it's a custom design space to fit into our athletic teams and to allow us to grow those offerings.
Yeah, and to go to the academics, which is the cornerstone or the key, the range of students, grades.
6th through postgraduate. We have about 18 or 20 students a year who complete their high school elsewhere and do a postgraduate year with us.
Yeah. So 6th grade kind of come in, entrance exam. What do people do? How do they? If people are interested in learning about Worcester Academy and potentially being a student, families interested. What's the steps?
Well, we just had our largest open house in history. We had over 140 families visit this past Sunday. That's one way to experience the school. The website, a new website, worcesteracademy.org, is a wonderful introduction. Mm-hmm. And the middle school, I think the reputation of the middle school is it was a bit of a well-kept secret, which is not the best thing for a school. Right. And so now it's a little more of a known entity. One thing I can say about the middle school is if you're a middle school parent, you're hearing from classroom teachers beginning week 1 and throughout the school year. And so the middle school is really an exceptional opportunity for parents looking for a partner in the education of a child. And it's small by design, and it's really rigorous but nurturing, which is what you need at that age group, for sure.
Right. And that website is worcesteracademy.org. Anything you want to highlight before we sign off, Kevin? Any events or anything in particular?
Just one thing, in addition to the building is getting a lot of the attention, but we're equally proud of our new strategic plan. And that strategic plan centers our motto, which is Achieve the Honorable, and centers our urban engagement work. We hired Chris Themistis, who is a Holy Cross grad, longtime high school principal out of DC, and his job is to come up and expand our urban engagement and give our students all sorts of opportunities to do service learning in the community. So businesses looking for student internships should reach out to us as well. We'd like to provide internships and summer study opportunities in the city, mm-hmm. and really be a part of the city's renaissance.
Great, great, terrific. A lot of good stuff happening up on the hill.
Yep.
Worcester Academy Hilltoppers. Kevin Breen, the headmaster, and people want to learn more, they can go to worcesteracademy.org. Stay with us for our final segment of Chamber Exchange.
These days, you've got your hands full in life. That's why we help you bank simply and securely with tools like Face ID and Touch ID. It's why we make it easy to make purchases on the go and get cash back while you're at it. Why we help you quickly deposit checks wherever you are. And it's why we lend a hand with sending and receiving money right from your phone. So even when you're on the move, you can manage your finances. Bank Hometown. Unlock your potential.